Yo, what's up? Okay, so in this video, what we're going to be talking about, I'm going to give you some little tips that I have learned years ago, but I really put these into play recently, and my Instagram account blew up 15,000 followers in just 30 days. Okay, because this on today, 1 month ago, was when I really started hitting it, right? And I've got a few videos going viral all at the same time. And so I've basically grown 15,000 followers in the past 30 days. So on a month ago from today, I was actually only at 13,000 people. I actually am at 28.4 right now. It's actually already gone up 100 since I took the screenshot a little while ago. So, but I'm going to show you the tips on what I did. And this is actually a tactic that I have actually been using for years. So this is not the first account. Okay. I actually have had two other fitness accounts that I have gotten to. One, I built it up to 24,000 followers. The other one, I built it up to 14,000 followers. And the only reason I had the second one was because the first one got shut down by Fuckerberg because I was dropping lots of truth bombs, right? And then so they shut down my account. My account went down. And then I was using my DJ one for a little while because I didn't want to rebuild another one because it took me so long to get that one up. And then I was like, shit, I need to start a new fitness one. So I started a new fitness one, built a new one up to about 14K within about a year, right? And then basically doing the same thing that I'm going to teach you, right? And then that one got shut down for dropping truth bombs just recently. And I was like, all right, I'm going right back to my DJ account and I'm just going to convert that one to straight fitness because I'm not really doing any music stuff right now. And I haven't since 2020, right? Because of all the BS, right? So I'm like, I'm just going to turn that one into my fitness one, so my music one had already had 13K because I use this exact same strategy building my music account, right? And then so it had 13K. So I just started using that one again, right? And then just using it primarily for my fitness, changed the name of it and everything, started going ham on it, right? And then the past 30 days, boom, right? So within the next 48 hours, I'll probably cross 30K, right? And as long as I keep this up, I should be well over 100K before the end of the year, right? So this is basically what I've done numerous times. I did the same thing on TikTok. Okay. I built my TikTok, which I had a goal of doing this as fast as possible on TikTok because I wanted to be able to get to where you could do the longer videos, but they said you had to do, and this is years ago. This is how long I've been doing this. I think this was back in like 2020. I did this and I built my TikTok to 10K, right? So 10,000 within 60 days using this exact same strategy I'm about to teach you. Okay. Now I don't have no like million followers like some of these influencers, right? Which a lot of these guys, they're like buying their shit. It ain't even real. This is organic, okay? From straight grunt work. All right. These are real people, okay? They're not some kind of bots from India, okay? That I paid for, right? So I paid for these with my sweat effort. Okay. So anyways, so I'm gonna teach you my little tricks that I learned years ago. And like I said, I've built numerous accounts to 10K, 14K plus easily, right? And I've never really needed to get them higher than that because once I had gotten them to like over 10K a piece, it pretty much was bringing me enough business that I didn't really need to go much higher, right? So, and I've literally built my entire gym, my entire business has been built purely off my social media. So the reason why I'm making this video is because those of you guys that are business owners, like if you are not using your social media for marketing, you're fucking stupid. All right. Your competitors are using their social media, okay, for free. It's free marketing. And when it comes to running a business, your business, when you are in business, your primary job as a business owner is marketing and sales, marketing and sales, marketing and sales. What do you think your social media is? It ain't for you to fucking hang out with Joe Schmo and chat, via on some bullshit and talk about sports and shit online. It is for marketing purposes. It is for attention. It is to bring eyeballs to your business so you can bring in new customers, you can bring in new sales, so you can make more money, right? So I'm going to show you some hacks on how you can build your following. Because if you look here on this little image I took this morning, I've reached 3.5 million accounts in the past 30 days, right? Which is why I've basically grown 15,000 new followers in the past 30 days because I've got a few videos going viral right now, right? So I'm gonna teach you how to do that, right? So there's 3 main steps that you gotta do. So here we go, all right? So when it comes to you working your social media, one of the main things that you need to remember is step 1 is you want to be posting you want to be posting value regularly, right? When people come to your page, they should be getting some kind of inspiration, some kind of education, some kind of entertainment, something of value, okay? So if you're a business owner, ideally it would be something of value, right? But some guys do really, really good with just straight entertainment, right? I do a lot of memes and stuff too. I've had a few memes go viral. But the main thing that you want to post is value. Now, here's the key thing that I want to tell you, okay? Image posts don't work like they used to. The thing that is going to grow your page faster than anything is Reels. Okay? So what does this mean? That means you need to make Reels. Okay? And there's lots of apps that you can do to edit these videos to make them more eye-catching and stuff. So I personally use CapCut. CapCut, super simple to use. You can literally do it on your phone. Okay. And you can add the captions to it. You can add writing to it. You can add music to it. You can do all kinds of stuff on the app. It's super user friendly, but I use CapCut. But you want to be posting Reels. Okay. Now, ideally, you want to be doing these with you talking or you talking in the background so people can connect to you, the person, right? But I understand a lot of you guys are deathly afraid of getting on camera. So the idea of you getting in front of a camera to shoot a reel is like absolutely terrifying. I understand. I used to be that way too back in the day. Trust me. I literally used to be terrified myself. Like I literally used to do a bunch of burpees and push-ups and all kinds of stuff right before I would get on cam. And then what I would do is I'd be like, okay, go film. And I'd be talking to my wife like, all right, go, right? Now I just hit record. Let's go, right? Now because I've done tens of thousands of videos now. Like I literally shoot videos every day, right? So the thing that is hot is Reels, okay? Shorter the better usually, but sometimes if you're giving valuable stuff, you get up to 90 seconds on most platforms, 60 seconds on some of the platforms. So you got to make it quick. You got to get to the point, right? Now, when you are shooting these, this is some things that people won't tell you. There's a couple things that you need to have. Number 1, you got to get them to stop scrolling, okay? So the way that you do that is you have to your first line is known as your hook, okay? So it'd be an example like this, like, for example, I would say something along the lines of like 5 mistakes that you're doing that is keeping you from losing fat, right? Worded it somewhat negatively because that triggers people's, like triggers them psychologically, right? And they want to, look at it because they're like, oh my God, am I doing it wrong? Right? So it's going to stop them from their scroll, right? Or it could be like 5 tips on how to lose fat faster. Or if you're in real estate, it could be like 5 tips on how to get more money for your home whenever you list it. Right? It could be, or 5 mistakes that you are making that is costing you money and lost money on your sale, right? Depending on what industry you're in and what niche you're in, you need to be posting value from your niche. So whatever you're in, real estate, investing, whether you're in fitness, whatever it is that you're in, you need to be focusing on your value, but using Reels. Video, the first step is give them the hook, right? This is just a simple formula. Give them the hook, give them the value, and then I can't spell right now. Okay, there's the value. And then at the end, just do some kind of call to action. If you want more information, find me on YouTube. Or if you like this, if you thought this content gave you value, follow me for more tips. Right? Something simple like that. Just a small little call to action. Right? You're not trying to sell them right there. You're just trying to build a relationship, and maybe one day they'll slip in your DMs and be like, hey, can you tell me more about that? Right. But that's just a simple little 3 steps, right? Hook, give them the value, right? And then do a little CTA at the end, just call to action, right? Simple way to do your videos, right? Super simple. So it'd be like this. I'm gonna do this right off the cuff, right? 5 mistakes that you are making that is keeping you from losing body fat, right? I'm like, step 1, you're fat. Step 2, you're fat. Step 3, you're even fatter. Step 4, you're a weak bitch. Step 5, stop being stupid, weak bitch, right? I wouldn't really say that, but I do sometimes. But I just wanted to get to the point. Follow me for more tips, right? So that was 1, 2, 3, boom, right? That's literally as easy as your video needs to be. Now, you have to understand this. When it comes to doing like social media and content, it's a skill. You are going to fucking suck in the beginning, okay? You're going to fucking suck. All right. but you have to get through the suck and get your reps in, right? Before you're going to get good, right? Once you start getting those reps in, you're going to get really good. And then you're just going to be able to fly off the cuff and just say whatever and not even really have to think about it that much, right? You're going to be like, bang, bang, bang. And then you'll also be able to show your personality, which is key. Be you. Show your personality. Don't pull any punches. Be you, because people are going to resonate with the true you, not the fake you, right? So you will get more out of it by being more authentic, right? And you'll attract people who are attracted more to your authentic person. Now, remember this. A lot of you guys are afraid of doing social media because you're afraid of what people are going to think or what they're going to, it's usually like one or two people. You're afraid of looking stupid, or you're afraid of somebody commenting, and you're afraid of that bully that picked on you when you were 12 is going to comment on your post and say like, oh, you're, this and that, right? There's somebody you are afraid of. There's a fear that is there that is preventing you from doing it. You need to just pretend that person's dead. Okay. Post like they are dead. If they were dead, how would you be posting? Do that. Okay. Do that. You have to get in business. You have to get tough skin. Okay. If you're too worried about like what somebody's going to think about you, business ain't for you. So just hang it up, go get a job, work a 9 to 5, right? With minimal pay, like, because you don't belong in business. Because in business, you got to have tough skin. And the more followers you get, the more hate you going to get. The more haters you're going to get. The more trolls you're going to get. The more backlash you're going to get. That's just part of it. Okay. So if you can't handle, your mama commenting on your post because you're afraid of what she's going to say, well, guess what? Business ain't for you, bro. It's not for you. Okay. So just hang it up. Just hang it up. Okay. Because you ain't got what it takes. All right. Because being in business, you have to have tough skin because this shit's fucking hard. All right. This shit's hard. Okay. Now it's not impossible, but you are going to put in a lot more work than you think you are. And working on your content is an easy way of doing it because it's free. Right. So you're either going to pay with your time or you're going to pay with your money. Right. You can go hire a social media marketing agency, but that shit's going to cost you $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, right? A month, right? Okay. Or $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month for them to just do posts for you. Come on, man. You can do this yourself in just a matter of like an hour. You can do a post a day, right? So super simple. And as you get better at it, you'll be able to bang it out. Pat, 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 when you get your reps in, right? So anyways, do the reels. Okay. So post valuable stuff that makes people want to come to your page so that when they see your page, they're getting some free content, right? If somebody can come to your page and they can learn how to do something that's going to change their life or make progress, like I want to post content to a point to where when people come to my page, if they follow my tips, they don't need me, right? Although I want them to be a client one day, right? Ideally, that's what I'm looking for, but I'm giving them enough information. If they actually just listened and paid attention, they could literally get there without me. Okay. So, but it's more than just the information, right? Because people can have the information, but not execute. And there's a lot of reasons behind that. That's why they need a coach for accountability, right? So, anyway, so that's first thing, post value, right? And then do it via video and reels, or do it via videos like this on YouTube as well, too. And you can even do a reel, right? Where you give bang, 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 here's some tips, right? If you want more information, I have a full video on YouTube. Then you can lead them to the long form video. That could be your call to action, right? And then now you get to spend a whole nother 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe an hour with them versus, just 90 seconds, right? So, okay. Second thing, viral posts. Okay. There's a few ways of doing this. Okay. So the first way that you can do this is by downloading a viral video. Okay, somebody else made, it's not your video, but downloading the viral video. And then what you do is you need to edit it a little bit, right? So you can just add a caption or add a title to it, right? Change it in some way, right? You can add the captions to it, right? So let's say it's just like a dude talking, but there's no text. You can be the one that adds the text to the video, right? Make sure you always add a title. The title doesn't need to stay there the whole time, but it needs to be there. So like when people are scrolling through your page, they see that title and it's like, oh, 5 fat loss tips for men over 35, right? They see that right away. Like, oh, I'm over 35. Let me see what he says here. Boom. Right. Or real estate tips, right? So five tips on how to get more for your house. Ooh, I want to see, I'm about to sell my house. I need to see these tips, right? So if you have a title on there, right? Along with that hook, right? People are going to stop, right? So when they're searching your page, you want to, each one of your little videos needs to have a title. So they don't even need to click on it. They can just read each one, right? It just needs to be like a few words. Okay. So it just stops them. And then use the hook, like I said. But so first step, viral video, get a viral video. Like I posted a viral video. This one right now, I posted it a month ago. This one's had over 3 million views so far. Okay. And it was a video that all I did was just change the title of the video. And I just, it was about fatherhood. Right. And all I did was just change the title of the video, re-uploaded it, tagged the dude who made it, right, in my post. And that one's had over 3 million views. Okay. Viral. Okay. That one got me a lot of followers right there. Okay. So that's one technique. The other technique you can do is take that viral video, and on TikTok and Instagram, but we're just talking about Instagram right now, you have the ability to remix or sequence. So you can do a remix where you can put your little head in the bottom corner while he's talking, and you can be pointing, shaking your head, right? You could be doing that, or you can sequence it where you can let the video play for a certain amount, then it ends, and then you pop up, and then you give your opinion about what he just said. That's a sequence, right? So those are two other ways that you can actually use a viral video, is the remix and the sequence. So find videos that are already going viral, remix them, sequence them, or download them, edit them, repost them. Either one of those three methods is going to generate more. Now, keep this in mind. You may post these videos on Instagram and they fall flat on their face, right? Then you go post it on TikTok, same exact video, same exact caption, boof, fire. Sometimes it's like that, right? Like I posted that one fatherhood video on my Instagram, right? 3 million followers. I posted that on Facebook twice. Okay. Had less than, like, I want to say like less than 3,000. Like it did not take off. Okay. So you don't really know which platform it's going to take off on. So post it on all, right? So so these are the ways that you actually get more eyeballs on your page. All right. Now, here's some other ideas on how you can actually find these and find content for you to post value. All right. The place I really like to go is I like to actually do this on TikTok. It has a better search feature than Instagram does. So I like to go on TikTok, and in the search bar in the top. So in the search bar, you type in whatever industry you're in, so your niche, and then you could do tips or strategies or whatever. So for example, I would go look at, say, fat loss tips for men, right? And then for men, right? And then I'd look at like the videos that are doing the greatest, right? Look at the ones that have like hundreds of thousands of views that are really, really starting to take off, right? And then I would go listen to their hook, right? Listen to what they're saying, see if I like it. If I like it, I will actually save that video, screenshot it, right? Or write down that hook, right? And then I'll use it in my next video, right? And then let's say it's 5 fat loss tips for men, right? And then they use a specific hook, right? They had a specific title and they had specific content. I would do a very similar video, but I would add my own tips, right? And then add my own personality and my own flair to it, right? And my own shit talking, because that's what I'm really known for. And then I'd repost that video, right? See if it takes off too. It's an easy way of finding content ideas as well too. So you can literally just spend like an hour one day, just go looking for content ideas, and then just write down the hooks and the scripts ideas, right? And just do that for an hour. And then one day, just in one day, set some time for filming, about 2 hours aside, or an hour for filming. And then literally just set your phone down, put it on a tripod, film each one of those, right? And film like 10, 20, 30 videos, right? All in one batched session, right? And then you just edit them and release them throughout the month, right? You only did one day of actual shooting, right? Versus doing it every day, right? Which it saves you a lot of time as a business owner, right? But I like to do this to get my content ideas on TikTok. When you're doing YouTube videos, same exact process, okay? Same exact process. Go on YouTube, type the search bar, look at what videos are taken off. Look at their titles, look at their hooks, look at their content, look at what they're doing, see why they're going viral, see why they're so good, mimic it, make it better. Okay? That's the hack. That's what everybody's doing. That's what they don't want to tell you. They're all doing this, people. They're all doing this, and they're just making it better, making it better, making it better, making it better, making it better. So that's all they're doing. Okay. So that's how you do that. Okay. So we got all right. So we got valuable posts, right? Find viral videos, post those, remix them, post the video itself, just edit slightly, remix it, sequence it, right? Then number 3 is the grunt work. This is really where your real growth is going to come from. The majority of the time is going to be from the grunt work. Now, what do I call the grunt work? The grunt work, it's really just one thing mainly, and that's just commenting. Okay. So the easy way of doing this is to just follow a bunch of people that your idea prospect would be following, right? So let's say you're a business owner, right? You are doing business with other business owners, right? You want to go where they would like to hang out. So who do you think they would be following, right? If it's for men, they're typically following like a Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Gary Vaynerchuk, Tony Robbins, I already say that, Lamborghini, Ferrari, yachts, right? They're typically following that kind of shit, right? Then what you want to do is follow a bunch of those on your Instagram. And then every single day when you log on to Instagram, one of your daily tasks is to comment on their posts, right? Lambo posts a dope shot of a car. Oh my God, that's amazing. That's my dream car, right? And then just comment, right? And what happens is when you comment on their posts, what happens is other people see your comment, right? And if they like your default photo and they like what you said, they're going to click on your post, right? Or your comment, and they're going to go to your profile. And then if you've got a bunch of interesting content and a bunch of valuable content, they're like, oh man, this guy's awesome. I'm going to follow him too, right? They already know that you have the same interests in them, right? The Lamborghinis, right? So you already connect on that level, right? Now they see that you're into something else, real estate or investing or whatever it is that you're in. Now you connected with them on another spot, right? And you're giving them value content. Boom, they're going to follow you then too, right? So you want to go comment on 25 to 100 people's pages each day, right? That'll take you, 20 minutes, right? So do the grunt work. And then the other side of this is too, 1 or 2 times a day, or as soon as it happens, depending on how busy you are throughout the day, you want to make sure you engage with the people who are engaging with your stuff. Okay. So if you posted a reel, right, and it was the 5 tips for whatever, right, and you're getting comments, respond. Okay. Respond to the comment. All right. Now don't be surprised if some troll pops in and starts talking shit. Okay. Be nice to them or just block them. Okay. Because if you try and say something back to them that's mean, you'll get flagged, thrown in jail. Trust me, I've been thrown in jail over 100 times, and I'm not even exaggerating. It's mostly for me commenting back, for me talking shit to people. So don't do that. All right. So the easy way, if it looks like they're a troll, go look at their profile. If they've only got like 0 followers or like 9 followers, they're a troll. They're just there to talk shit and try to stir up trouble. Right. So just block them. All right. It's not even worth your time. Or you can be like, thank you for supporting my content. Right. And just be a fucking asshole and just beat them with kindness. That's another option you could do too. Just so that way it keeps them on your page and also feeds your algorithm. It shows that you're positively engaging with them. So it may show more people your stuff. Right. So that's basically the grunt work, right? So the grunt work is really just the commenting and engaging, right? You do those 3 things regularly, dude, your account is going to grow fast, right? I already talked about how I've grown multiple accounts to well over 10 to 14K, right? So easily, right? Once I learned this stuff, right? And I've purchased a ton of social media growth courses, you guys. I'm telling you right now, this game that I just gave you for free, okay? This shit I just gave you for free is really like the best that I've learned out of all that stuff, right? Now, let's say you have a reel that's really starting to pop off, right? It's starting to pop off. You're noticing a lot more followers coming in. The next step, which I didn't add in here because this is later on down the line when you get a little better at this, okay? So if you have a post that's starting to pop, which I haven't been doing with any of my posts lately, but once you do, boost it. Okay. So if you get a video that's starting to pop, boost it. Okay. If you've never done a boost before, you're basically just putting more money into it. It's basically running an ad, right? But you don't have to go to all the crazy details that you do to really set up like an ad, right? But you can boost the post and then it'll show it to way more people. So if it's already starting to catch fire, boost it. It'll show it to even more people on Instagram, and you'll grow even faster. And that's also another tactic that a lot of these guys are using to grow their accounts, is they're putting more money into what is catching fire, right? When they see something catching fire, they boost it, add more eyeballs to it, they start getting more followers from it, right? So that's another tactic as well too. But you don't really need to worry about that until you start actually producing good enough content that they actually start to move, right? And you're going to have some videos that are probably going to get like 1 view. Okay. Expect it. All right. You need to get your reps in. All right. And then you're going to post one that you didn't even think was that good. And then poof, right? It's going to get 100,000 like within 24 hours. And you're like, dude, I don't know what the hell happened. You just hit something. So roll with that. Try it again. Do something similar to it. See if you can get that to repeat. Right. So, but these are the tricks on how I actually build. So it's real simple, right? Post valuable content every single day via reels, because reels are hot right now, right? And then also post these reels into your stories too. Share them into your stories, because there's like these, most people on social media, they're kind of like the pervert in the van, right? Like he's sitting out in the parking lot, like just looking and watching, right? They never engage, they never comment, they never do anything. They just watch from a distance, right? They're always like the little perverts in the van, right? Most people are the perverts in the van. Okay. So you got to appeal to them, right? So when you post a reel, share it to your stories too, right? And you can even make like little story videos and be like, hey, I just posted a video talking about the 5 tips, blah, 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 to actually drive them to your news feed, right? So that way they can watch your reel, right? So you can do that too. All right. So, so those are the tactics on how to grow your stuff. You have to really look at it like your social media is a free marketing system. And if you learn how to work it properly, it's going to generate more business for you, right? And the other side of this is too, for those of you guys that aren't even really interested in growing it for like your business, you're just trying to grow it just for your own influential status standpoint. These same rules apply. Okay. Same rules apply. You can do the exact same things just to grow it. So that way you can actually get more followers. So maybe you're trying to be one of these people that gets their influencer status so high to where they get hundreds of thousands of followers or millions, to where they actually start getting brand deals. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but when you start getting to really, really high levels, typically like hundreds of or millions of followers, right? Brands will actually reach out to you and offer you money to post. So like, for example, there'll be like, say like a teeth whitening, right? Company will reach out to you and they'll be like, hey, we'll pay you $10,000 if you make 3 posts about our teeth whitening product, right? Okay, cool. I'll do that, right? I made 10 grand, posted 3 times, boom, done. This is how a lot of influencers make their money, you guys, in case you didn't know that. They get these brand deals, right? Some of them get like more long-term contractual deals. I have a buddy who, him and his chick, they got a full mouth veneers, top and bottom, full mouth. They got flown all the way to Turkey, put in a 5-star resort for a week, literally got both their tops and bottoms done, right? And then all they had to do was just post on their social media 3 times within a 12-month period about them. That's it. That's all they had to do, right? And they got like 40, 50, $60,000 worth of teeth work done for free, basically. And all they got to do is just post about it, right? And their teeth look amazing. So, but that's the type of stuff that happens whenever your following gets bigger, right? So, which is something that I'm working towards as well too, right? So I'm going to keep doing these things until this stuff stops working, right? So I know most of you guys only have like 100 followers, like 200, 300 followers, right? So you need to get to work so you can grow that, right? And as these things start to, and I've actually been using these same tactics for years, right? I haven't really been serious about trying to grow for a while, but when I was trying to grow my TikTok and when I was trying to grow my other Instagram, whenever I had to restart it, like about a year ago, this is exactly how I did it, right? And I grew it, boom, both up. Grew the TikTok in 60 days. My fitness one, I grew it up to 14 fairly fast. I don't remember the exact timeline, but it was definitely like, I want to say it was like 8 months or 10 months or something, all the way up to 14K. Literally doing this exact same thing. Okay. So it still works. It's still working. Okay. Because I just got 15,000 followers in the past 30 days. Right. So use this while it's working, because one day it's not going to work anymore, and you're going to have to start doing other strategies and other tactics. So right now, you got the game, you got the juice, so you need to get on it so you can grow your social media. All right. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I'll put a link in the description below, and we will see you guys on the next video.